in the private sectors, where people are, doing all these financial criminal dealings and all that could bring about economic ruin to Nigeria. They were to go after them. But that is not what they are doing. So the trend in the last 4 or 5 years is that the EFCC will go straight into an hotel, arrest everyone in the hotel, parade them as internet fraudsters. Okay, so go into people's estates, arrest everybody they see there. Okay, then until when the relatives of the arrested and displayed people will start showing up and say, no, Uche is not a fraudster. Uche is a cryptocurrency trader. This Uche is a website designer. Emeka is not a fraudster. That's all those things, right? Then they will begin to extort their families and say, listen, even if he is not, go and bring 100,000 naira. Go and bring 500,000 naira. Or else we are going to display your family member and say he's a criminal. So if you don't want your family members, if you don't want yourself to be displayed online, your names everywhere, you would have to settle them and go. And that is why EFCC has not been able to actually convict the real criminals, except for the soft target, who were supposed initially should have been the work of the police. But fine, the EFCC this time around are now doing the damages that so many people are now waking up to today. And I'm so happy and unhappy at the same time, okay? Because the damages that EFCC and some of these criminal organizations in Nigeria does to the Nigerians that are lifetime damages, right? Part of them, or the most worst of them, is the digital footprint that those information will leave behind, even when you have been long proven innocent. What do I mean by that? When EFCC arrests these people, like I said, they will publish all their names. EFCC will not come back and say, well, these ones, they were wrongly arrested and displayed. Here is a disclaimer. This person is not a fraudster. It was only caught during our investigation, blah, 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 and clear them. No, they don't do that. You'll be happy that you have been freed, okay? And then you are not doing time for a crime you didn't commit until there is a time for you to actually face the reality that there is nothing for you in Nigeria and you want to take your talent elsewhere. And you will need to have some interview. You will need to work with other people from outside Nigeria. And they begin to say, well, sorry, we found these so details that you are a fraudster and you were arrested at so time. We are sorry, we won't be able to continue. People's lives, livelihood, people's lives have been destroyed. Majority of them can't even come out to cry to you anymore. Who are you going to cry to? The same Nigerians, who are actually hoping that everybody will end up as poor as they are, as miserable as they are, because they are wondering, they can't feed, but you are in that Nigeria. You said you are building something. You are into tech. Which tech? All of us know, say all the tech people. You will see idiot that will tell you, and they say it to your face today. That is what I mean by the stereotyping, okay? Which has now led to the profiling of the young people. You will see mad people that will tell you to your face, my brother, leave that thing. All these tech boys. Who no say all this tech thing are yahoo. If you are watching me right now and you are into any tech project, what have you, right? Tell me you have never been told or you've never heard it from ignoramuses in Nigeria, miserable looking morons, right? Who are also pretty much like entitled, ignorance with entitlement. You know what I mean? Who will tell you about live story? Everybody they do tech. Who no say all you tech people now yahoo you they do? How many of them? All of them now they say they do crypto. We know say now yahoo you they do. Now, Yahoo, DPO of a police station will say to your face, my friend, stop that nonsense. We know all these things is scam. We know everything is fraud. He didn't know anything, no. Police DPO, divisional police officer, will say to your face, they don't give a damn about what you do. You are holding a laptop, and you're kind of looking good. This is for people who are living in the real world. You will think they will not see those who are actually living on their own, who are living in their own hostel, on their own campus, in a university. University student is allowed to have a laptop. You are in college, you are in university. So laptop is a luxury. Driving a 2003 car, 2004 car, 20-year-old car, 19-year-old car is a luxury. What does that tell you? It tells you that they have already made an arrangement to ensure that you will end up poor. You cannot dream big. Now, you may not think that, okay, but there are Yahoo students in schools now. Now, this is where I'm coming. You will think the EFCC is going to be different from the police. Let's leave the fact that they are not going after the rogues that printed their 27 trillion and borrowed over 80 billion US dollars. Let's say they are not going after them for now. Let's just say they are professionals that are not breaking into your homes, that are not breaking your window to come into your house, except they have a very good intel, information that says, indeed, you are our man. The real technology to discover, government agents to discover where people are sending mischievous emails, text messages, and all of them. You have done your diligence investigation, Abi, and then you are going for your target. As EFCC, special commission put together to investigate financial crime. So you think they are not policemen? They will just say, everybody lie down. Everybody hands up. If person will not get hand, they say, I say hands up. I lost my two hands when during the Boko Haram war. Are you sure? Hands up, my friend. Baba, officer, this guy no get hand now. You know, say no get hand. Which waiting one lift up? They will say, are you going to teach me my job? You want to teach me my job? Nigeria police, so we no get sense. So, but you think the EFCC is kind of should be different, right? Going into a school, an institution where students are allowed to at least have laptops to save their own assignment. Do their assignment. This is 2023. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú agbèrò ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú agbèrò abẹ́ bridge. This is 2023. They cannot be lying to you that they want to give you a digital economy. They are building blue economy, digital economy, all those nonsense they are saying. But if you carry a laptop as a young person, you are an automatic Yahoo until you prove yourself not to be, which can indeed. But you know what they did? They went to the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. All right? And they started arresting all of the students there. All of them. 69 students. I mean, you know what they call it? Raid. They said it's a sting operation. Sting operation. And a sting operation means you have a very good intel. You have the people inside. You have the number of people you are looking for. Your informants are going to tell you all of the people you are looking for, they are now around. They are now in their hostel. Abi, is that not what is called sting operation? No. Because the EFCC, the person, this one, during this time, Maguluta Kruku with K. Maguluta Kruku with K under Bokuwari is a loyalist of Tinubu. Before they kind of box him and put him inside the asshole rock cell, Maguluta Crook was in, at least that one out of the audacity that it was recovering loot. It was trying to arrest some past PDP, what do you call it, PDP, political appointees and the rest, right? Then when they asked him for the money he collected from all of them, he has already stolen the money, relooted, no kobo, no shishi. That's Magu Lutakruku. So the EFCC will sell your properties if you don't want them to put your name and face out there. If you don't want them, may they give you a billboard to carry. 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 2 billion, 10 billion. Now so that they bill people, they collect the money. Take your properties here and there, no joke. Like I said, those are lifetime trauma too. And a lot of people can manage such trauma. Not, well, some people can, maybe not everyone can come back. A lot of people came back from the EFCC, they did nothing. After losing everything to them, because they didn't want their names to be published, they didn't want to be destroyed because of the threat of these criminals. And they do, you know what I mean? They lost everything. Some died in that EFCC. So what did they do? They went straight into the hostels and they asked everybody to march out. All of you out!
Bombs.
Everybody out. And then immediately after that, they took their pictures, published all of their names as internet fraudsters that were caught inside OAU. And they were caught with laptops and phones and expensive cars. They said exotic cars. Now, take a look at this. University student, 400 level, 200 level, 300 level, right? That it is a crime to hold a laptop. And to be driving 20-year-old car. All of these are vibes because they expect everyone to actually be wretched. And if you are a student, they must still be feeding you at home. Where did you see money to buy a car? Now, they didn't have to investigate where you see money or not. You are already guilty until you prove that you are not a Yahoo boy. And the only way to prove that you are not a Yahoo boy is to bail yourself out. Yes. Then they said out of the 69 students that they kidnapped from their hostels, confiscated their phones and laptops, they said 57 of them or 58 of them have now been released because they are innocent. 11 are still being detained because they have a case to answer. The 11 will now be charged to court. But this is after. This is after they have published the name of the 69 students, their full government names as internet fraudsters. Their pictures splashed, right? Among those they kidnapped are award-winning students who have built technological what do you call it, equipment as projects that has won them awards in and outside Nigeria. Honestly speaking, Obafemi Awolowo University, people were mad, like as if to say it is the first time the EFCC has been systematically destroying the lives of young people in southern part of Nigeria. People were even bragging they would never dare and try this in any part of northern Nigeria, and there will be no EFCC office for a very long time in northern Nigeria if they try this in northern Nigeria. They won't even mute the idea, but it has become the trend in southern Nigeria, especially in the last 5 years. These lads are going to graduate. They are going to pursue their careers for where it's going to take them all over the world. And they are going to constantly face this lifetime, lifetime digital footprint that they would have to continue to explain to everybody they come across, every institution they come across, every group or individual they come across for help or for anything. They will continue to explain to them that they were wrongly arrested, their names were wrongly published, because there are living victims today who are saying what just happened. A lot of Nigerians are not even paying attention, because to them, the stereotyping, the profiling is general. So nobody want to challenge it. They have no idea what this damages is. They have no clue what this is going to cost those who come across these criminal institutions in Nigeria, who will just not only inflict physical trauma on you, they are going to leave you with psychological lifetime trauma that will continue to remind you of that day. And see, these were supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow. Sure, you understand? Finally, those 58, some of them had this to say when they were released.
Name, please. Yeah, I'm Obina by name. Department. Yeah, I'm from law. Part. No, law. I just finished from law. My order. I've done to okay. Yeah. Chairman. David. Department. Biochemistry. Part. Part 4. Name and department, please. Ade. Alimi Ajibola. Department. Medicine. Medicine and surgery. Part 2. Okay.
How was the experience for you inside? Did they beat you? Did they torture you? The psychological experience was damning. I'm so sorry about what you had to go through. How many students can you say were carried? About 69 of you were carried. I'm so sorry about what you had to go through.
Kingsley. Yes, I'm Emeka. Okay, department.
I'm a graduate of law. I'm a graduate from law faculty.
All right.
I'm staying in Frankfurt, USA.
Name and department, please.
My name is Abide Elvis. I'm a medical student.
What part?
Part 4.
All right. Name, please.
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair.
Meanwhile, there is this guy called Yusuf Tijani. I think that is his name. He's their minister for communication, technologicals, whatever, and digital economy. Part of the new ministry created by Tinubu. The guy has been dressing smart. You know, he came from all these tech bros. Those ones who are building new tech solutions and all that. So he came from there. So it's to help Tinubu to build a tech economy where the police are also existing. tech economy, that young people with innovation the world need, the ideas of new blah blah nonsense, that stuff. It's been everywhere. In that same country, Tijani couldn't probably tell himself the truth that the resources he wants to sell, or the resources he's selling, which is the Nigerian youth, the young people, they are the most endangered species in Nigeria today. They've always been anyway. It's nothing to do with you. They don't give a damn about you. You are just statistics. You are just number, that is replaceable to them. But he's been fooling around. And some of these guys have been calling him Mr. Minister of Technology, or Mr. Minister of Digital Economy. Digital economy where you have to go digital. Or if they see you with laptop, you are a Yahoo boy. Is that a digital economy? Aben Tonrain outside the EFCC before they release those guys.
A very unfortunate.
No.
Is a violation of their human rights and also the violation of code of conduct of EFCC. Because you have assured us that this set of students that you took this morning were innocent. Why did you go ahead to publish their name? The PPR has confirmed it again that they are innocent, and you went ahead to publish their name to extort them. We even heard that they demanded 100,000 naira each before they carry for them to sign an undertaking before they get them released. I will say it again that we are not living in Ibadan today without our students. Thank you very much.
And they eventually got their students. Ibadan EFCC, or your state, carried out a raid at night in Osun. Tell me more about a dysfunctional place, by the way, if Nigeria is not going to be part of the definition. Now, take a listen to the guy man that is parading himself as the Minister of Digital Economy. Listen to me. Every word that is going to come out of his mouth is a lie. I love to warn people ahead. No matter how kind of fancy whatever he says sound to you, okay? I just want you watching me right now, a young man watching me right now. Look at me very well, right? Yeah, straight. Good. Every word that's going to come out of this guy's mouth is a lie. But pay attention to what he's saying, and to the reality. You are a young person living in Nigeria. What he's saying and to your reality. I'm coming back. It was also in the UK. It's still in the UK, by the way. It was here yesterday, selling the same lies, Bobo, when the resources, the young people that are going to be his main assets in whatever he wanted to sell are completely endangered in Nigeria, and they don't have any solution to get you out of it. Tijani?
The kind and good people of press, good afternoon. I think the update from our side at the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, as it relates to our discussion at FED today, was largely based on the government's agenda to create decent and quality jobs for young people across the country. And as part of that agenda, if you've been following, you notice we've started on a new project that we call the 3 Million Technical Talent. And this is a program where we aim over the next 4 years to train 3 million technical talents, but also find sustainable ways to put them into jobs. This program was announced 2 weeks ago, and we're happy to announce that while we were targeting just 30,000 for the first batch, we've actually received an application of over 550,000 applications from across the country. I think the spread of the application is also why we're extremely excited about this program. So we've been in deep conversations with state governors and different partner organizations. An announcement was made last week where IHS, one of the local infrastructure company, committed 1 billion naira towards the program. We've been to states like Cross River State. We've been engaging states like Kwara State, Ogun State, where we're looking to share some of their infrastructure in the process of being able to deliver this training program to this applicant. I think one thing that is important to note with why we're doing this is not just another training. We all know that technology under this government is becoming a major part of how we do things, how we reposition public services. But you can't really leverage technology if you don't have the talent to drive it. So for technology to truly work for Nigeria, we need a very deep workforce that can power our ambition. But the beauty also is that the world generally is adopting technology, and there's shortage of people and talent globally for this. Most of the European countries have challenges with aging population, which means they're looking to countries like Nigeria, where our population is over 60% young people under the age of 25. So we're looking at this program as not only providing opportunity for us to build our workforce locally, but to also become a net exporter of talent. We would like our young people who are technologically savvy to be able to work remotely for companies all over the world. And this is why we believe that this program is going to become a key game changer in the coming years. Thank you. Your question speaks to the reality of the world that we live in today, which is the fact that we're all connected. Our world is connected. It's a lot easier for people to acquire skill sets, but also find job opportunities digitally, which is a challenge for governments all over the world, not unique to Nigeria. How do you keep track of these individuals? But I think that question speaks to the progress that we've made. You know, if I tie the answer to the question to the progress that we've made with the national identity number, which about now we've registered 90% adult. And in the application for this program that I was talking about, you had to, it was a condition that you must use your NIN number or your BVN number to actually be able to sign up for the program. So as government is investing in this program, we know these unique individuals that will benefit from the investment from government, which means we can follow their journey, right? As they need support, we can follow their journey. If there are opportunities for them to even acquire loans that they can use to support themselves while they're in the program, the government will continue to explore those opportunities. But the implication of that is that we can also then onboard them formally into the tax system, which is currently difficult to do when people work abroad and they work online. And that speaks to the second part of your question, which is what's the benefit to society. So we're not throwing this money in a basket. We're throwing the money to ensure that people are skilled, properly skilled, and that they're onboarded to be part of the digital global economy. And as they do that, they hence decent salaries, mostly in foreign exchange, in foreign currency. A lot of them will get the opportunity to bring that money back to the country. In the process of doing that, they will support themselves, their immediate family, but also contribute to the economy as well. So in terms of...
Nuisance Lele.
Abba Wireni, Tijani, or whatever. You know why I told you that everything coming out of his mouth, do not believe it. If you believe anything he says, I don't know how dumb the person feel be, sha. If you say you have to repeat, don't believe, don't listen, don't whatever. What he is doing is what they are doing under Oshodi. If you want to go and do digital marketing, that they are selling things here and there, sure you get how to develop app, what kind of, should I go and do management course? Or should I go and do so course? They are looking for Kiara in the UK. Oh, they are looking for this so and so in America. Oh, Canada is looking for so and so. Maybe I should go and do so course and apply for this. Now, what Minister of Nigeria is talking about, they will train you. Sure, you understand? They will train you how to do, go and do digital marketing, or go and do the same thing. That's the nonsense he's talking about. Well, anyway, that is not my own business for now. I am talking about a country whereby to actually do what he's saying, that by the time, because you can work remotely these days now, okay? Once you get a particular knowledge about something, right? You apply for the job. Even when you are in Nigeria. You should believe this I'm saying to you now. Nigerians who are in Nigeria, mostly young people, they are not just earning their pay in Naira. They are also being paid in dollars, in euros. in pounds, in so many other currencies. Nigerians who are in Nigeria working remotely on different projects for different companies all over the world. Some of them they've never left Nigeria in the last 1 or 2 years, so, and they've been getting jobs. Their main number one problem, no electricity. Second problem, there is no good internet. And then be like I don't go they mix them. Okay, but first, before I get to that of those who want to call them Yahoo Yahoo, you need a very good internet. You need stable electricity. Despite the missing two, young Nigerians still in Nigeria, they are spending so much, okay, to meet up the requirement of different businesses all over the world, right? And in that same, what do you call it? In that same poor infrastructure country, they are still a target. So for those who don't want to go through Tijani to learn any marketing or how to get a job anywhere, you know what I mean, without leaving Nigeria, those who have already acquired those knowledge and talents, even though they are still students or they are already working on their own, once they see them with laptop, even people around them will be like, my brother, don't they deceive yourself? She not secretary job she is doing, that she is driving a Tesla. Do you think all of us are stupid? She's driving Tesla, and you are saying that she's a secretary to Kiniko, and she's doing crypto. So your neighbors who have already started profiling you, they will be looking for a day that the same EFCC, who is also going to feel like, where did you get money to buy Tesla? They won't do any investigation themselves. They won't trace any illicit money to you, because if they have done their investigation, they would have seen the source of your money. And they would have known you are into fraud, or what you are doing is anyway legit. They are the government agency, or they are not gossipers, so they are not what do you call it? Beer parlor gossipers. So if anybody is a suspect, they have all of the tools and resources to investigate the person and take them the day they have all their evidence. Abi? So your neighbor that have been suspecting you, you know they come up for house, but your rent, no, they miss. Anytime they want to do anything in the area, you are always contributing. You are changing your cars, and you say you are not a Yahoo boy. What are you doing in the house? Your generator is almost 20 hours or 24 hours always on. They don't know what you are doing. They are living in that darkness. How hell do you think would you want them to believe that you are not a Yahoo boy? Now, a government agent who have all the resources to check if you are actually a fraudster, okay? And you can actually be committing, even you see, despite the fact that you are making money legitimately, right? And this dump, would rather just come for what they can take from you or take everything from you, not because they want to prosecute you for any crime. But if they really want to do their job, instead of targeting that they want to rob young people of their money, right? They could actually go after them for paying or not paying taxes on all the money they are making. Now, that would be a crime. That would be legit. That would make something, even though it is still going to be a target. We are still going to claim that you are targeting them. But if you do that, that would be legit. They say, how much did you make from your gig last month? Oh, I made about 40,000 US dollars. Wow. Really? So tell me, what were the projects you did? Where I did this, I did that, and I got paid this. You know what I mean? I made 40,000. Your friends may not ask you, how much did you pay in tax in Nigeria? Now, if you are a real government agent for financial crimes or what have you, you can begin to go after them for not paying taxes, and then they can pay that. Sanitize the place instead of targeting them and making them your easy target, because Nigeria is a crime scene, by the way. So these young people, they don't really have that chance. Listen to this same Tijani who flew to UK yesterday to come and tell the same lies in the face of those who invited him. Minister of Communication Nigeria, Minister of Digital Economy Nigeria, but the Digital Economy Nigeria, the security agent, the EFCC, They have phobia for laptop. They have phobia for phones. They have phobia for young people looking well. And because they have no idea what they are doing on that laptop, they are all yahoo yahoo. But their minister is in the UK telling them our government project, our government plan, I'm all weary.
Good morning. I'm deeply honored to address this prestigious gathering. And of course, I'd like to appreciate our host for extending the invitation for Nigeria to be part of this special occasion. As we gather today, we must acknowledge that our world is experiencing significant transformation driven by the increased application of digital technologies. These new technologies have ensured that access to information is increasingly ubiquitous while creating an extensive and interconnected web of networks. By democratizing access to knowledge, we now have a golden opportunity to share information, experiences, and also competencies in a revolutionary manner that allows us to empower communities and nations that are traditionally unserved or underserved. In this digital age, technological capability is not limited by geographical or socioeconomic classification. In fact, technological advancements now travel rapidly at the speed of light within networks, in turn, creating platform for smart application of technologies that transcend borders, making it a powerful force for global economic development. As we enter into a new age of greater possibilities with artificial intelligence, we have now been empowered to aggregate, process, contextualize knowledge that enables us to tackle complex societal and business challenges with very unique insights and intelligence that have previously been unavailable to us. AI, at its very core, offers our generation a historical opportunity to create ubiquitous access to insight and intelligence for global development. However, we must remain conscious of the need to ensure the safe, ethical, and inclusive development of this phenomenon. We must take necessary steps to prevent the disenfranchisement of people due to unpleasant experiences and abuse and also misuse. This risk can further exacerbate existing socioeconomic inequalities that limit the significant impact that AI brings to our world. We must therefore ensure that the benefits of AI are accessible to all without discrimination or exclusion. By doing this, we will create a world that presents opportunity as a collective birthright and not as a privilege for a selective few. As we do this, we will leverage the true transformative power of artificial intelligence for the common good of humanity. In conclusion, let me reiterate the need for us to embrace the extensive opportunities AI offers to us to create a more inclusive and prosperous world. We must, however, be mindful to do this with a clear and intentional commitment to deploy in a safe and responsible manner. Working together as a global community, we will shape a future where AI becomes the tool for economic empowerment, improved quality of life, and global unity.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Just so kind of you remember, okay? Bosun Tijani, I said Tijani Yusuf. I don't even know why I had to use it both like, instead of Bosun. I used to call him Bosun. How's Bosun fooling himself about? Filling up the quota system ministerial appointment. Because they said they wanted to do something called blue economy, digital economy, and whatever other nonsense that they kind of catch during their campaigns. So that's Bosun fooling himself about. How many of you remember Isa pandemic? You remember? No? Isa Patantami? Isa pandemic. Isa pandemic was Nigeria's Minister of Communication too. He was the one listening to our calls. our text messages, our WhatsApp, our, social media interactions and all of that. A terrorist apologist was in charge of Nigeria communication. But this time around, they added that communication to this quota system minister, Bosun, who has been yarning up pata, word salad, ridiculous people. He knows what he's doing. Because in Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, there is no plan to build any or increase any technological whatever. I am more worried for those who are going to get caught up with your talents, with the kind of resources that is so embedded in you. And one single visit from these rogues, EFCC, Abidia police or whatever, can mess up your life, can mess up the rest of your life. And that is why you should always pray, may Nigeria not happen to you. I don't wish it on even people I don't like. I don't. Okay? It is a strange place. Head of state, Sultan of Sokoto, descendant of Uthman Dan Fodio, has responded to our complaint of inviting a wanted Islamic fundamentalist, Nike Kain or whatever. Here is what the Sultan of Sokoto, head of state of Nigeria, had to say. But his voice is shaking. What are we rumba? Come like say the they kind of waiting they talk. You invite everybody who want to invite. And it's not anybody can do about it. She Sultan Lele Yabi Sultan. Because I remember that my late nephew, Sultan of Sokoto, Sultan. Whoa, this one, Sultan Lele, Sultan. That Sultan, that my own nephew. I remember how he used to talk when he's scared. She Sultan wọn lele ọmọ Uthman Dan Fodio àwọn wèrè. Má gbọ́.
And I have said, haven't been given 10 minutes. I will use my 10 minutes. But the point is that we have no apology to anybody that we invited one of our own as a Muslim preacher to come and talk to us about Islam and the Quran, and we'll do it again and again. Because we believe in what we tell one another. We have to tell ourselves the home truth. The doctor just said we have to tell the truth if it's against you or your parents or your friends. So we want to thank you most sincerely.
Voice here. But some people talk saying that the bed sheet they enter in throats. I was like, you are so rude. Don't say that about the Sultan. Because that's their Sultan. No. His name supposed to be, no be Sadat to Abubakar, be whatever. It should be Sultan Uthman Dan Fodio of Sokoto. That's Sultan. No. Talk baby shit, sorry, you know. Apologies to my friends who are Muslims, because I don't want something that will just trigger you now, because it's not intentional. What I'm trying to say is that you have Muslims, well, is your leader in Nigeria. So, but he just told us there, they will invite anybody they want. Yeah, Mr. Sultan, invite everybody you want. Okay? And the only way you will never see people like us say much is when you have your own Arewa Republic. You get what I mean? Or you have your own Nigeristan. If you like, you can go and bring Osama bin Laden. You can go and bring anybody you want to come and teach you your Quran. But when we know the for those who have suffered the consequences of your terrorism, Mr. Sultan, because see, somebody said, in fact, I'm gonna, somebody said, Allah Akbar, kini. Sultan, we want you to bring Dr. Naik to Nigeria, that terrorist that is on tour. We want you to bring him to Nigeria every 2 months so that people can be crying. We can be seeing more tears. Look at these unfortunate people. Because you no get sense. Take a look at what terrorism has done to Nigeria. Look at the region that has suffered, that has been crying blood, that has lost so much to Islamic terrorism in Nigeria. Northern Nigeria. Look at the region where innocent people have been killed and slaughtered in the name of Saudi Allah. These terrorists too. And the effect of those who have now kind of established the Ministry of Terrorism, whereby terrorism has become a business. Look at those who are in captivity of terrorists today. Which region? You want people to cry. It is the effect of people like that who come around to brainwash many of you. At least they are shipping many of you. Sharia not. I'm glad that the people of the North Central kind of, the Middle Beltons, they're not a waste time. Now they are like completely different. I mean, distancing themselves from this set.